Oh, you know, I don't know where to start. I'll just try and quickly do this for the audio's sake, so I can chug it on, because I probably should just screen record, just make the video out of that. I actually, now I've gone off. I started feeling fucked up, sick, not very well today after I'd, been trying to make this video for a while. As in, I'd uploaded one from 3 years ago, showing this. I didn't really look into this bloke as being a shapie weirdo or whatever, because he was a cop, and so he was already a fucking asshole, scum sucking vampire of a sort. Anyway, so I figured, I was biased, so I don't bother. Plus, don't really realize with the energy. There was more. Just, look, Carl Stefanovic and the freaky lady that talks about her kids like the 1-year-old. Anyhow, if you've seen the video, you know what I mean. Anyhow, somebody put a comment. I can't quite recall now. My brain's not working again, but it was just like I don't know. He's not real, or he's something else, or he's not real, or whatever it was. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. He probably isn't. I thought to myself. I had to consider it at the time, but again, I just figured he's a cop, and so that explained the overwhelming obvious issues with what he was presenting and his freaking behaviour in his face. But anyway, I was looking at it, right, and just after the person that I'll have a look, whoever said it, and I was like, actually, I can see, I can see, like, Shapey's behind, whatever. That's fine. I'm just quite used to that. But I was like, there's something on his shoulder, on his left shoulder. I could just see there was like something on his shoulder, like near his ear. I'm like, yeah, I could. And then as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, all right. So I thought I'd quickly just chuck a tiny excerpt of it into. This is actually GIMP now. I was just going to quickly show, because I was just doing this. I stopped making the video because I was getting, something was making me feel ill. And so I had to stop it, and I kind of had forgotten that I did it, and then I was like, oh, that's right, I'll watch that. It's just in bits. So I did it so I could then just re-edit it, just a section, right? Yeah. This is the most disturbing out of the lot. This was just the exposure dropped and a bit of sharpening. And what I realised straight away when I did the sharpening on the other bits that are in the video, which I'll end up just playing, you can see things on his shoulder. Like I could see that with my naked eye. Look at his ears and that, right? And it also was disturbing me just looking at this thing. Yeah, that's another reason I just stopped doing the bloody video. But because what you'll notice is like the light from behind, like the line is there. He goes through his head, right? There's all sorts of things, and I'll just end up playing that. But oh yeah, just slow down. Oh yeah, there's a shapey walking behind. His ears and his mouth, and he's like, I'll end up just playing this, but it's disturbing for a number of. I haven't fucked around with it. I dropped the exposure. I was just testing, just doing, like, seeing because what happens is you drop the exposure or you lift it shows where the light source is, and all sorts of strange things. Auto levels changes things, and edge. But you look at this, you can see behind that light. See, that's behind, or supposed to be behind, but it's also on his head. See here, right? Because the whole thing, it's a strange projection type situation that's outside of, vocabulary or mindset ability to explain with any comforting notion, because I don't know. This was just edge, by the way, as well, and I was like, his face kept coming full black. I was like, but like weird, but his eyes were like that, just like strange. So this is a bit of a creepy one, not just because of the crap coming out of his mouth. This was a real deal on the thing around COVID time, but yeah, like, you see, it's I was finding this one particularly creepy anyway. So I don't know, I'll just throw this bit as far as the words just in, and I was going to try to explain the freaking. See, I don't know what's going on with this. This is how they've got, yeah, weird things with his little mouth and that. Yeah, I don't want to spend ages time looking at these freaking things. But whoever said that and I'll tell you, yeah, you're spot on. And it explains a lot. It explains a heck of a lot when you look at the capital. What old cops are probably, I don't know, who knows. I'm just, but
These powers are
anyhow,
forever.
that's right. The quick thing I wanted to explain something with the edge of how it works, right? Or what's why to me it will stand out, right? In a second. This is the auto level, right? You can see it auto level again. Like you sit behind this thing, right? So I put it on edge. You see there'll be areas, right, that are. Because when you're enclosed, you get lots of different lines, you know, and they'll come up. Any variation in frequency is an edge, right? And it'll come up. But what we'll see with these things is that there'll be areas like this where there's just like, oh, it's as if there's no edge, just solid black, right? A part of so, and that's not natural. That's because it's a weird cartoon thing in front, right? That's putting on a freaking show, right? So this is like this bit. I just thought I'd try and explain that because see how this is like there should be lines here. That's got to make perfect sense, right? Right? That's what the Edge software does, right? But when it's not picking up any lines and it's just like it's an empty black space of like it's not just because I've got dark coloured clothes. No, you're underestimating the software or you misinterpret. You don't understand it, right? Because look at the extra lines that's coming out on this thing's face setup, right? I mean, I don't claim to know what's going on there as far as how that's done. You can see the line behind. There's a lot. The point is, it's I don't know how it's done, but I know that a man or woman don't look like that under Edge with these, you know. And this phenomenon, see this vacant space, right? Well, that's a tell. That's a tell that there's alteration that's going on, and you can't pick it with your eyes. Well, you can, I can, but not. It's certainly not easy. But, like, see here, see all this stuff. That's because that's a thing, right? You just keep going. Well, you see, like, because see, it's very strange, right? But it's like because there should be. Like it's coming out like it's this. Oh, this is my mouse, is it? Like a little funny cartoon. I don't know, snake thing. The point is like there's lines there. There should be. Like there is, right? If it was real, but it's not. It's like a cartoon thing, right? But the edge detection, and I can see it there. I can see it on there, especially if it's smaller. I'll see it like that on video for sure. You can see things behind. Like I think there's things like I notice because I've looked at these things. But what's this? Yeah. I think I thought it went into. So you see, yeah, so I just thought that maybe that will make more sense to someone because, and yeah, I don't want to try and type it on there. And it shouldn't, but there isn't a big. It's not antimatter or whatever bullshit. Like there's lines in there. He's got legs in there. Well, we should have. It does. Perhaps he doesn't. He doesn't. Right, but he's not even. It is like You see, like. There should be, look, what's the little area? Well, that should make sense as far as the explanation anyway. You know, to anyone that's got an inkling of fascination or is actually, because, yeah, otherwise, look, it doesn't make sense, okay, cool, I make it up, I'm describing what I've been finding. But, yeah, see, yeah, edit detection software will show you that. I've showed this ages ago on like DB gang stalking simulation, and yeah, we all got obviously got the same one messing with us from what I've been able to uncover and see. But you see, because look his face, look, you wouldn't have that. It looks like he's got it's like a cheeky cartoon snake thing. Oh, out the side, right? I don't know how else to. Yeah, and you like this dude will have a similar. See how like the leg It's not just like that. It's like it's an cartoon illusion, right? Trick in front of our eyes, but the software isn't fooled when you put it under. Yeah, they'll bloody do. But yeah, these ones you can see here as well. It's just negative. The eyes they're fucking freaky. I died slow, did I? No. But anyhow, all right.
This is really hard because.
Oh yeah, and this was just edge and then auto level after the edge, right? It's not like I'm doing things. I'm not adding things to make it like this. You know what I mean? It's like the software's it's edge and then auto level after edge. Oh man, there might have been some sharpen, I think. But you see like the ears, like this dude's ears are like fucking. The whole thing is just it's very disturbing. In a lot of ways and in a sense, but in a sense it's like, well, actually makes more sense. You can rationalise why the fuck these arseholes were doing this shit in COVID, because they're not men and women saying you can't have a freaking coffee and charge me $1,000. I mean, yeah, and it's not just because they're cops. Obviously, it's because see, I don't know what happened there with his eyes and fucked up shit. And it was just coming out black like this. I was like, why is it doing that? But probably along the lines of what I was just saying before on the edge. But this was a bit of a different one as far as what.
This is really hard because we're used to going to the park and sitting on the bench. We're used to going to the park and sitting on the bench. We're used to going to the.
And so this was just like
having our coffee.
Auto level or something, right? I was basically just testing to see what happened. You can already see look the background. He's blending in the fucking background. Look, he. But and you can already that line. You can see what's behind is actually going through. Oh, and then weird stuff going on here, but I don't like looking at his face. It's like, and then this one. This was like auto level after doing the edge, and it was like, what the? This is the same bit we just saw, and it was like, wow, you can see that he's kind of made up of. Yeah, there's different things doing this. Yeah. Any ideas? I mean, whatever. I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing. You keep finding, saying, showing. You know, unfortunately known. Yeah, it's part of the freaking game. Yeah. So you guys are man. Yeah. But see that he doesn't have. That wouldn't be happening like that. I hope that makes sense. That it's not just the outline like with like.
It's really hard because
it is really hard. And it's a cartoon trick getting played in real time to our eyes. Camera, not so easily fooled. Benefit of hindsight. Slowing down footage, yada yada, as I've said too many times, number of times now. But you shouldn't be behind, but it's like something's projecting the whole fucking thing. I don't know.
We used to go to the coffee shop.
Yeah. So whoever said that before, yeah, you're on the money. Good call. You're right. You were right.
We're trying to protect our system.
Yeah, trying to protect our system. Shut up, most love. Oh, now. Oh, hang on, well, again, doesn't matter. It's made the video, so it's like, no, it's going to go to the end. I think it's that.
Be the happiest when this.
Yeah, it was freaking me out looking at this. I was like, no.
So, family, yesterday I went down to the park with the kids and I sat on the grass and let, the 1-year-old crawl around and the 3-year-old sort of run around.
Oh, she sounds human as.
Under these new rules, I'm not allowed to do that.
The 1-year-old and the 3. Anyway, point is, yeah, God knows what these things are included. I mean, look, you see there, like, I just don't tend to. I could see, just looking at it normal, there's nothing done to it. I was like, I can see there's something there. I can see a little dude, little cheeky little fucker here. Like, the point is, I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's, yeah. I haven't checked to see whether Carl is. I mean, Carl's something odd, but yeah, he's just, at least he's a kind of funny character in his own whatever way, but he's no doubt something. But yeah, well, the 1 year on here. I'm shutting up. Shutting up. Yeah, I know. I've got Australia looks like an eye on, at least on my phone here. That makes a lot of sense. It's one of the 5 eyes, isn't it? The 5 AIs, no doubt. Arsehole fucking eyes of artificial Google lie spies. I mean, yeah, don't look human to me. Don't look like a that's yeah, no, it's yeah, that's some pretending to be a woman. Carl is just probably something pretending to be Carl. Stefano, whatever. He's oh man. Yeah. No, and there's a lot of them. They Live, by the way. Yeah, documentary. Watch that. That explains perfectly this, what we're living in, what we're dreaming in, what we're projecting our freaking theming in. Yeah, watch They Live. It's a doco. Oh, it's not fiction. I'm saying, I've said before. I found out. Yeah, it's a fucking air. Yeah. So, smash the towel down, whatever. Alright, see ya. Night. Bye now. Shoot. Oops. As I said, maybe it's just, we're all shapies, and it's what you do with your shapes, mate. And if you turn to a psycho degenerate motherfucker, your shapes start doing that, well, like that, you don't want that. I don't want that. And fucking Carl.
Police officer's mind, can you have job as some people in your mind countries around the world? So there was this guy yesterday in the park who had his shirt off, which was a crime against humanity, and you guys came into the park and you moved him on, which is the very behaviour that I think maybe might have jarred with some people. Not me, but may have jarred with some people. In your mind, in a police officer's mind, can you be absolute now and tell people what they could be doing in public so that we get it? We can exercise, but what can't we do? Need to reshape in our minds, and this is really hard.
And this is the standard footage without the friggin' edge, same bit. And I can see straight away, look, there's a The outside is just like a white line at the back. It's like you can see the thing at the front. Look, this is I don't know what's going on. This is the thing. Look, and if you look close, once you know, I had the benefit of what I've gone through. So you can see there's a thing here. Look, right? That's actually the friggin' thing. See, look in there. Right, that's it there. But it's like they're wearing bloody people suits and we don't realise, like, that's whatever, but you see the reflection. It's looking on here. I can see it on the phone. That dead set. I can see like the delineation between like dark tail and tail, right? These things here. That's him. Right. But then this bit is all like they're good. It's a very clever illusion. You know, I can see it on the car. I mean, they just yeah. Well, that's why a lot of them act so freaking weird. Like. Alright, and then I just pause it on edge. Look at edge. That's his hand. And then yeah, that'll do. Nice love. Yeah, it's extremely fast light. I've said all this before. It's a cunning illusion. Get to know. Look at the head. Look at the. Oh, I ain't gonna stop it because it's more annoying. But the reflection. Oh, I can't zoom in. Oh, but that's taken away. There's the reflection in the back of the head. Look. Yeah, all these other lines are getting picked up in environment. That's what happens, right? But the fake shadow underneath the car and the fake, bits of the faux folk seem, but to our perspective, seem to drive the car, whatever. Yeah. No edge there. Boom, boom. Jamie fail. Ciao.